Writers are a ferocious bunch. Seriously. This was proven centuries ago during France's Age of Romanticism. In 1830, King Charles the 1,000,000th, or 10th, whatever you prefer, decreed that freedom of press was pretty much over. One might assume that at this point, writers and publishers and all other artists, workers, and craftsmen who supported the activities of the press would go into hiding, keep writing outside the watchful eye of the government, and try to stay out of trouble in general. Nope, they went batshit crazy. On July 26, 1830, Paris journalists gathered in the offices of Le National and signed a document saying that their papers would continue running. For a moment, nothing happened. But the next day, at twilight, the journalists and the working class supporters attacked. Damn romanticists. Citizens started throwing things and the police started shooting, beginning what would be 3 days of chaos, or, as the artists and journalists would call it, the 3 glorious days. Even when a comrade would fall, others would help them continue to fight by parading their corpse through the streets. I don't even have a joke about that, just ugh. By the end of the 3rd day, journalists and the other rioters had gained control of most of Paris's important spaces, including the Louvre. Notably, once they gained the Louvre, they didn't loot it, they protected it. Even during revolution, artists protect their art. Oh, and by the way, if you're gonna fight a bunch of artists, be prepared for them to make stuff about how much you suck and how great they are, and expect it to be hung in museums one day. Fair warning. At the end of these 3 days, a new provincial government was established. Yes, 3 days and a bunch of pissed-off journalists led to a new government, and though little battles kept going on here and there, the revolution was functionally over. Unfortunately, the government established by this revolution didn't learn the lessons incurred by the last one. Long story short, it simply established a new monarchy, which provoked its own revolt 2 years later, and it lasted less than 20 years altogether. The takeaway? Restricting freedom can backfire. Hard. Press freedom provides a non-destructive outlet for expression. And once again, writers are intense.